Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that affects almost everyone at some point in their lives. How do you know if you're actually living an authentic life? How do you know if you're living authentically and being yourself? The reason I'm talking about this is because I see so many people living a life that isn't really their own. People choose careers because their parents expect it. People adopt opinions because their friends believe them. People chase lifestyles they see on social media. People wear masks to fit in, to be accepted, to feel loved, and to avoid rejection. And before long, they lose touch of who they really are. And actually, they lose touch from living a life that's authentic. Think about it. We're constantly being influenced by society, by school, by culture, by social media, celebrities, by the series and the movies that we watch, our friends and our families, and countless other voices telling us who we should be, how we should think, what should we believe, what our values should be, and everyone is trying to shape us into something. And often we, without even realizing it, we begin conforming to those expectations. Eventually, we become copy of copies. The world starts looking like a giant factory. One group believes this, another group believes that. Everyone joins the factory and begins producing more people just like themselves. So they want to ask you, which factory are you part of? Have you joined a factory? Is there something that you have joined? Maybe you have a motto, maybe you have a set of beliefs and a set of values that's the same as many others as well. And you never really truly looked within yourself and actually try to discover who you are and actually live that authentic life. Because the problem is that after a while, many people become so attached to the identity they've adopted that they don't even realize they're no longer being themselves. Even the people who say, I'm just being real. Even the people who say, I'm just being real. Are you really being yourself? Are you really being real? Or are you actually just making it up as you go? Are you actually just people pleasing and trying to seek validation from every person that you meet? How do you know that you're truly being real to yourself and to others? How do you know that? How do you know if you're being authentic? And there's a simple exercise that you can actually do right now. There's a simple exercise that you can do to actually see if you are truly being authentic, to see if you truly are being yourself. You can just sit alone at your table and you can imagine yourself, just close your eyes and imagine that every single thing that you have and every single thing that you do will be taken away from you. And the people that surround you will be taken away from you. Like your job, your business, if you have a business, or if you have a car, your social media accounts, your hobbies, your friends, your family, take away everything. They'll imagine everything is taken away. And you think, and then you ask yourself, who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? And think about it. Think about until you get an answer. Then you'll truly see if you actually are, if you actually know who you are, if you actually truly know who you are. And if you struggle with this, or to answer this question, don't be discouraged. That's actually good news because now you've discovered something important that you don't fully know yourself yet. And that actually opens up a path for you to actually have an adventure, the adventure of your life to actually discover yourself. And it's a beautiful thing, even for myself. When I was younger, didn't know myself. I thought I know myself. I thought I was being real, but I didn't actually understand what personality is. I don't know what personality is. I don't understand what my desires are. I don't understand what I truly want in life. I thought that what I wanted was a big house and a car and a family. And yeah, that is part of what I want. But there's a deeper desire in me to serve people, to help people. And that I only discovered later. And if I discovered it earlier, it would have been a lot better. My life would have been a lot better and more fulfilling and more impactful, actually. So, yeah, that's where the adventure begins. If you truly discover who you are, you truly step on a journey and realize that you don't really know yourself and you really want to discover yourself. And like, just imagine getting to know yourself the way you get to know a close friend, understanding your personality, understanding your strengths, understanding your desires, understanding what energizes you and what drains you, understanding who you are when nobody else is watching. In my opinion, one of the greatest relationships you'll ever build is the relationship with yourself because you'll spend every day of your life with you. And part of loving yourself is actually being authentic. Because think about it, if you are being authentic, you're actually honoring yourself. You're honoring who you are. You're not gaslighting yourself into the lies, into believing the lies that society has pressed upon you, that you have adopted, right? You're truly honoring yourself. And it's refusing to betray yourself simply to gain approval from others that don't even really know who you are. They think they know about you, they think they know who you are, but they don't. Nobody else really truly knows someone fully, except maybe if you're married to that person, right? So how do you know if you're not living authentically? What are the three signs that can actually help you to see if you are not living authentically? Number one, you don't know your personality. You don't really understand how you're wired, what your natural strengths are, or what makes you unique. If you don't understand your personality, that's number one. Number two, you regularly make decisions based on what other people might think of you. Instead of asking, what do I truly want? You ask, what will they think if I do this? What will they think if I say this? That's on my mind. That's on my heart. What will they think? So that's one way. If you're not living authentically, if you believe or if you seek validation all the time, then you know you're not truly living authentically. If you're looking over the shoulder when you do something, then you know you're not living authentically. And then number three, you don't really know what you want. You don't know your desires. You know what your parents want. You know what society wants from you, what your friends want for you, but you're not sure what you want. You're not sure what your desires are. Yes, you may know that your desires are to have a big family or to have a big house, to have a nice car, but that's just part of it. And that's not really fulfillment. That's not really the, the thing that most people don't want, actually. And it has seen throughout the years that through every single person that's famous, that's not something that they really want. It's not something they desire. It's like a surface level desire. It's not our deepest desire. When I'm talking about desire, I'm speaking about the deepest desires in your heart. For instance, my deepest desire is to help people live an authentic life, to help people discover who they are and actually live from being who they are and not be people pleasers and seeking validation from everyone, but actually living from a place of abundance within them. That's always stirring that desire within them to actually do what they're called to do, right? To actually have meaning in life, to have a fulfilled life, right? So if any of these three things sound familiar, then it may be time to start your self-discovery journey. It may be the beginning of your self-discovery journey. And if you like help with that journey, I'd love to help you identify the masks, identify the filters, identify the beliefs and expectations that may be preventing you from discovering yourself and actually help you to discover your personality, to discover your strengths, even your weaknesses, to know how you can live your life authentically. Because you can live an authentic life if you don't know yourself. So it starts by discovering who you are. It starts by realizing that you are actually people pleasing, that you're seeking validation and you're not living a life that's honoring yourself, that's honoring who you truly are, right? So if you're interested, then we'll begin discovering your true personality, your strengths, and authentic person underneath it all. If that sounds like something you need, click the link below and book a one-on-one meeting with me. And then we'll just have an honest conversation, one-on-one, where we can truly uncover all these filters in your mind that you believe about yourself and that has held you back from actually discovering yourself and actually living a life that's authentic. So if that's you, you can click the link down below. You can book a meeting with me. It's a free meeting, one-on-one on Zoom. And then we can start having an honest conversation. So thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.